Oh, hey, how about Tom Brady? Huh? How about Tom Brady? Yeah, number 7. Congratulations, Mr. Brady. If you're watching, congratulate. Well, there's Tom Brady right there. The wrong Tom Brady, but Tom Brady of the Buccaneers. If you're watching, congratulations on your 7th Super Bowl victory. Man, impressive, impressive. Tell Gronk I said hi also if you're watching, Tom. Well done, everyone there. Hey, everybody, let me know if you can see me and hear me okay, please. I see a lot of comments coming in. I see Will Spencer, Tony Long, Bill Gerlach. Bill says he can hear me in Minnesota. That's good. That's a good thing. How's it going in Minnesota, Bill? Good to see you, bud. Tony Long, yep. Dave Stow, Matt President's good to see you, Matt. Greg Schmidt, Pat McGowan, Jim Dombrowski, man, loud and clear. Lima Charlie, very good. All right, Patrick Forster's here also. Terry Lacey, a lot of familiar names, a lot of familiar people. George Barnes, man, Tom Hurley, Gary Davey, Mark Somerville. Good to see everyone. You know, a lot of people I see come on here. Corey Hoover, great guy right there. I see a lot of familiar names come on here. But it seems like every week there's a dozen or so more that I don't know. And I'm always happy to see new people on here. Bill Gerlach says 22 below north of Minneapolis. Yeah, it's a little chilly out there right now. Chris Zombrowski, how are you, man? Yeah, a little chilly everywhere right now. What was Dallas at today, in the 20s or something? Negative 49, Bill, by Duluth. Yeah, that's cold. I think we're sitting at 7 degrees right now, which is also, compared to some places, it's kind of warm, isn't it? Cliff Wrench, hello back to you. Yeah, 7 degrees compared to some places. Sorry, I got a hair on my hat. It's dangling right there in my eye, drive me crazy. Yeah, 7 degrees seems warm compared to a lot of places, and 7 degrees is not warm. 7 degrees is quite cold. I think we're in the negatives for the wind chill. And this last weekend was the big Osborne Sporting Goods ice fishing tournament all around here, Manistee County and Benzie County. You can fish both counties, any lakes. I didn't get a whole lot of information out of it, but we'll go over what I did here in a little while. Calling for 11 inches there, Tony? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we're getting snow. I think the next 4 days they're calling for snow here. We probably got, on the ground right now, we got less than 2 feet for sure. Scott Argetsinger from Dreamweaver. Scott, good to see you, man. So Scott Argetsinger is here from Dreamweaver. Scott is the general manager and basic Dreamweaver guru. He's also an excellent fisherman. He's a captain also, charter captain. He's also first mate on Riverside Charters and the backup captain on that boat. Scott is a wealth of knowledge. I'm happy to have him here whenever he can be. So if you got any questions regarding Dreamweaver, Scott is here to answer those. Scott, again, I appreciate you being here as often as you can be. And normally we get Lee Dowding hop in here also from Purple Taco Fly Supply to talk about fly tying materials. I haven't seen him pop on yet, but he's normally here also on Sundays. Greg Golub is here. Greg is the website designer for Tangle Tackle. Those guys were working hard on that thing all weekend. I know they got a lot accomplished. So I saw somebody ask not long ago, any sales going on at the shop? No sales going on right now, but what is going on, obviously, is the new website is going to be up and running here very shortly. With a little luck and a little bit of a tailwind, we should be up and running within a week. I'm thinking by next weekend. Right now, it's just a mad scramble. Man, guys, gals, I had no idea what goes into making a website, especially a sporting goods website, until I witnessed what I've seen with this, what they're building at the shop. It is a tremendous undertaking. I mean, huge. The amount of detail that goes into that thing. Let me say first, the website looks amazing. Greg made a heck of a website, but now it's just a matter of putting all the product. Think about it. Think about a sporting goods website. Think about all the things that has to go in there. Everything from sinkers to downriggers. I mean, you name it. Everything in between. It's just crazy what's going on there. But it is underway. It is going to be here very shortly. We're hoping, like I said, fingers crossed and a tailwind. We'll be up and running next weekend. I said this before, and I'll say it again. On the website, the Tangle Tackle, it's Tangle Tackle Company or TangleTackle.com. I'm not sure which one. I should know that, but I can't remember right now which one it is. But you will have an opportunity to just go on there and become a member, and it doesn't cost you a thing. It doesn't. It doesn't do. You have to do absolutely nothing other than put your email address into the spot where it asks for it, and you are instantly a member of the website. And members are going to get some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. I can't go into a lot of detail on it. You're going to see when it's up and running, but you're going to have opportunities. Well, you're going to save money. I'll put it that way. That's the easiest way for me to say it. You're going to absolutely save money. And your information is not being sold to anyone. Your information is secure. You're not going to get bombarded with emails day after day after day after day. It's just a way for, I think, well, I know it is. It's a way for us to say thanks for the support, and thanks for looking at the website, and thanks for being a customer. But guys, gals, that website, I mean, you want something. I'm kind of off on a whatever, a different road right now, but just bear with me. I just want to talk about the website for a second. Everything you could want for salmon fishing on there is going to be there. I mean, we're talking everything from moonshine spoons to rods and reels to sinkers to hooks to divers. All the Dreamweaver stuff is on there. All the moonshine's all on there. Silver Streak spoons are on there. I know there's a lot of Silver Streak spoon lovers out there. They're going to be on there. And one of the coolest things I found out is Big John stuff is also going to be on there. So I know Big John's website has been decimated. They're going through a big phase right now, but their gear, Big John gear, is going to be on the Tangle Tackle website. So you're going to be able to order it directly through us, which is really cool. I was really excited when I heard that. But Diabolical is all on there. I know Dreamweaver, I said already, that's all on there. You name it. The thing is just packed. Really impressed. Really impressed on how that thing is coming along. So anyway, look forward to that. I look forward to that. Hope you are also. Just put your email on there, become a member. You're gonna save money. I'll tell you that right now. Also, same thing with my website. If you don't mind going on there, taking a look around, on the very first page, there's a place where you can subscribe to my website, and I will be putting out information from time to time on sales and things like that. You'll get updates that way. I'll just send you out an email every now and then, and it's a great way for me to keep you updated. In fact, just a couple days ago, I saw Dreamweaver was having a really good sale. I put that out there on an email blast to all the people, and I saw a lot of people become engaged with that, which is really great. So it's a great way for all of us to to help each other out, get the information out there that you're going to want. All right, cool. 8 minutes in, and I have talked nothing about a fishing report yet, so I'm sure some people out there screaming at me, but we'll get to that. We got 74 people here, so yeah, it's a good time to talk about the fishing. So around here in Manistee, Portage Lake, some nice perch coming in. The numbers still aren't really here yet, but some of the big ones, the Great Lakes perch are starting to show up. Perch rigs with minnows have been the best from what I've heard, although I'm sure wigglers will also work. I did hear some guys catch them on the wigglers, so that's also a great thing. Tip-ups with shiners have been great from what I'm hearing on pike on the west side. I'm on the west side, on the south side, and towards the southwest side. Also heard some walleye being picked up out around Andy's Point. If you don't know where Andy's Point is, if you've ever been on Portage Lake, there's a green can buoy that sits right off a point. That is Andy's Point. Walleye are always good around there this time of the year. I have heard some walleyes being picked up out there jigging, as well as on some tip-ups. So that's always good to know also. Panfish-wise, though, I know most everybody's after the perch. I think we're going to have my gut feeling is, based on what I've heard from other people, is we're going to have a pretty good run here, I'd say, in the next week or two. I did hear some really nice pike coming in over the tournament. I didn't get an actual size on them, but I thought I heard somebody saying, this might just be rumor central. I thought somebody said they had an over 20 pounder out there on Portage Lake. So I hope that's true. If it is, hey, thumbs up to you. That's a heck of a nice fish. Congratulations. On Bear Lake, I've heard some small walleye showing up out there. Also some crappie out there. Straight off in the middle of Bear Lake is a great place for crappie, especially for nighttime fishing. What else do I got around here? Manistee Lake's got ice on it. Penny Park's got ice, good ice over by that area. Some pike coming in on tip-ups out there also. I don't know if you can get an ATV or snowmobile out there yet. Be careful. On Manistee Lake, of course, it's a moving body of water. Just always be careful on there. Test your ice before you get out there. Go with a buddy, wear your spikes. Do all the smart things before you start heading out on that unknown stuff. Really, that's all I got around this area. Well, river fishing is pretty much non-existent right now. A lot of pack ice going through, a lot of ice flow. You know, the river's freezing over in most places. It's cold, so it's going to be really tough. Really tough to be out on the river right now. Patrick Force, I think you just asked me if I wanted to go fishing with you on Portage Lake, show you some good spots. I would love to. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to. My time is pretty well booked. But if you want to email me, I'll be happy to show you some spots or at least talk about them. Just email me, TangleTackle@gmail.com. Happy to do that for you. There's some really good spots on Portage. All right, what else do I got around? Oh, I did get an email from Todd Frank. Where'd that go? Todd's down in the Muskegon area. Pretty much the same information down there as up here. He's saying steelhead fishing is grinding to a halt. Lots of shelf ice, ice flows. Northern Kent County lakes slow there also, but what? How do you even say that? Wabasis Lake, I believe. Pine and Big Pine Island Lake and Myers Lake have been producing some crappies at night, suspended over 25 foot of water, using minnows on small small gold hooks. So Todd, I appreciate that information. I hope everybody else does also. And like I always say, if anybody out there has information regarding their area, you want to send it to me, I'll put it on the Sunday Live Fishing Report. Happy to do that, and I'm sure other people will benefit from that as well. You don't have to, if you don't want me to use your name, I won't use your name, but I do appreciate anybody that does send me information, because that's really what I started this whole thing about. Just started it in a way to get everybody communicating with one another. You know, networking is huge in fishing. The bigger our network on here, the better we're going to be. The better we're going to be overall for everyone. So, you got anything? Email me, please. Happy to put the information out. Chris Tangle Tackle, all one word. ChrisTangleTackle@gmail.com. Gucci Fox. There's a new name. I don't know that one. Hi back to you. All right, what else do I got? Really, fishing report wise, that's about it. That's about it around here. It's going to warm up this coming weekend. And what's that going to do? Whatever that's going to do to the river, I'm not sure. Whatever it's going to do to the inland lakes, I don't think it's going to affect that very much. But when we start creeping back up into the 30s, up and above that, I'm hoping we'll be able to get back out on the river and get after some steelhead. That would be wonderful. Seems like there was something else I wanted to talk about as far as all that. The website, the fishing report, really that's about it there. I see you guys are talking amongst yourselves, which is wonderful. So I do want to go over this though. This is important to me. Let me find it. So, one of the subscribers on this channel, his name is Matt Presnitz. And Matt, I know you're on here tonight. Matt, in the past, last year, donated five custom Dreamweaver salmon packages that I gave away on this channel. And Matt reached out to me again this year. He said, hey, would you mind if I do that again? Would you like to have some more packages to give out to people? Man, absolutely. I jumped at the chance. So, Matt, thank you for doing these. In the past, we did this where all Patreon subscribers are instantly into the drawings, and that's going to remain true. But in the past, we did super chats also, or if anybody super chatted, would also going to the drawings. I can't do that anymore. YouTube is shutting down any kind of super chats that are promoted or are leaning towards gambling, and I guess they consider giveaways gambling. So that's fine. Whatever you want to do, YouTube, I'm good with that. I'll play by your rules for now. So I can't do super chats on these anymore, but anybody that's actively, so super chat, or I'm sorry, Patreon works this way. Anybody that's actively pledging to us on Patreon is instantly entered into the giveaways. Anybody that pledges in a fiscal year from January to December, a $30 amount, a $30 pledge or more, you're also into the giveaways for that entire year. So if you jumped on January 1st, you pledged 30 bucks, you were instantly into all the giveaways for that year, and that includes the salmon charter giveaway. So that's how this works. This is going to be all Patreon based, which means that I'm going to have to do the videos for these giveaways also on Patreon. They're going to be on Patreon. So if you're not familiar with Patreon, it's Patreon, patreon.com. You go on there, just search Tangle Tackle Fishing, you'll find it, and we'll get these out to the people on Patreon. So expect a video to come out on Patreon here in the next couple of days regarding these things. But I wanted to show you these things because Matt, he's a heck of a good tyer. I mean, it's impressive what he ties up. So Matt, he talked to me a little bit about what I would recommend, and we went through a few things. He's got a good eye on things. He did a couple of these. There's some salmon packages here, and there's also some more geared towards coho packages. This is just one of the coho. I have 8 of these to give away. 8 packages. So I'm going to give away a package every week for the next 8 weeks. All right, that'll take us well into April. And so for the next 8 weeks, I'm going to give away a package once a week on Patreon. But I just wanted to show you a few of these things. So this is one of his coho packages. First off, one of my absolute favorite brown fishing baits. The red Brad's thin fin with the black squiggles. He's got 2 of those in there. He's got another Fire Tiger type Brad's thin fin. He's got a whole bunch of spoons, super slims. You got Magic Man there. You got Buffalo Bill. You got, what one is that? I never remember. Firecracker. He's got double orange crush with the gold. Is that the gold? That is the gold. That is a darn good one. He's got a couple of 6-inch Lure Jensen Dodgers, metal Dodgers. He's got a whole bunch of peanut flies that he tied up. And there's a whole bunch in there. I don't know how many, maybe 10 or so. He's got also a 6-inch Dreamweaver Spin Doctor. Outstanding. Man, that is a heck. That's just one package. So I'm going to give away 8 of these things. 8 of them. One a week for the next 8 weeks. Oh, man. I want to keep some of these. So they will give away 7 and I'll just keep one. I can't do that. Let me get this put away because I want to show you one of the salmon packages also. So that is a really nice package. Really, really nice package. All right, here's one of the salmon packages. Now he hand ties all these flies in meat rigs. He does a super nice job. Super nice job. So he's got 10 hand tied flies in here. These are the 2020 flies, the ones that came out last year, the new recipes. And these are the Chris's Top Pick flies that you can tie up yourself. All the recipes are on purpletackleflysupply.com. So 10 hand-tied flies. What else we got? And we got, oh, there's two more flies in here with tied hook harnesses. And we got some custom meat rigs. There's 2 meat rigs in there, custom. I think those are John King meatheads too. John King makes great meatheads. I love them. Yeah, he's got John King meatheads in there. That right there, that sells it for me right there. He's got a whole bunch of tournament harnesses here for flies. I'm not sure how many are in there, but I would say at least 5. And then he's got a Spin Doctor, well, the 8-inch Dragon Slayer. Is that the Mountain Dew Dragon Slayer? Nope, just a Dragon Slayer. So an 8-inch Dragon Slayer to pull all these things with. So that's one of the salmon packages. You're getting a ton of nice stuff. Anyway, like I said, I got 8 of these things to give away. I can look at some of the other ones, like this one. That one's got the Chin Music flasher in there. That one's got the, is that the Green Valium? I forget what that one is. Scott, what is that one? You know these better than I do. Scott, if you don't mind posting which one that is, I'd appreciate it. I know most of the names, honestly. I just can't ever remember them. UV Chrome Two-Face. Gotcha, Scott. Gotcha, brother. Thanks, bro. What else we got? I think that's the Magic Man flasher. Another salmon kit. That's the Blue Dolphin Spin Doctor. That is the, is that the Green Pearl, I believe, with the chrome? That's a good one. We got another coho package here full of Brad's Thin Fins, Dodgers, coho flies, you name it. And then another, that's the one I already showed you. So, yeah, 8 of them all together. 8 to go out the door. So, Patreon subscribers, this is my way of saying thank you. That is Chin. Yep, thanks, Scott. So yeah, Patreon subscribers, this is my way of saying thanks. And guys, if you get a second, tell Matt thanks also. He's on right now. Just throw him a thumbs up if you don't mind. Tell him thanks for doing this, because this is all for you guys. He doesn't have to do any of this. I mean, he reached out to me. He reached out to me and offered this. I never expected that in a million years. So what a really good guy to want to support the not only the channel, but to support all of you. Yeah, that is super cool. And I got to find a way to pay him back somehow. He keeps telling me he doesn't want anything back, but I got to find a way to pay him back. I might take him out fishing or something. We might do that. We'll see. All right. What else did I have to talk about? Guys, gals, that's really about it. 21 minutes in, and I ran out of things to talk about. So what's going on in the chat here? I know I missed quite a few things. I know I saw Scott talking with some people. Guys, thank you for thanking Matt. Thank you so much for doing that. He's a super good guy, so thank you. I see a lot of nice comments going through there, so there. Nice. Oh, pro tip. Yep, pro tip. Jeff Russell, thanks. So here's a story on the pro tip. So I got the intros for the pro tip. If you don't know that, a person out here made me some intros for the pro tip. I don't really want to say who it is. I never asked if I could use his name, but until I know for sure, I just don't want to. I respect people's privacy, put it that way. So the first pro tip intro he made me was super cool, and I said, hey man, I'd really like something a little more gaudy, over the top. And he sent me another one, but that one had a song in it that apparently someone didn't like me using. You're welcome, Matt Presidents. You're welcome, buddy. Absolutely. But anyway, somebody did not like me using that song apparently, because after last week's live video, I got an email from YouTube saying that somebody had made a complaint against me using that copyrighted song. So last week's video was taken down in several areas. I didn't get a copyright strike, thankfully, because it was just a complaint. But I can't use that intro anymore that had that song in it. So I got to be a little more careful, I guess. But man, I think the person to complain, I don't even think, I don't know who he or she was, but I don't get it. But anyway, we'll go back to the original pro tip intro. Here we go. There we go. And thanks again for doing those. Thanks again for putting those together. So here's your pro tip. And it's pretty simple. But again, there's a lot of people out there that are just learning this sport. And so I have to base some of these around, I have to base all these towards everyone. I know there's many people out there that have been fishing salmon probably a lot longer than I have. Probably even better at it than I am. Probably most of you are even better at it than I am. But I also know that there's some absolutely brand new salmon fishermen out there and salmon anglers out there. So I get a lot of emails regarding some questions. One of the most common, for whatever reason, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've gotten a ton of emails regarding twilly tips and how they're used. Now, if you're not familiar with a twilly tip, I don't have one here, but it's a spring that goes on the end of the rod, and it's specifically designed for wire diver fishing. It's so your wire will go through that twilly tip, then out towards your gear. It's so that that wire doesn't dig into your end eyelet. All right, that's what that spring is there for. But I've had several people ask me if you need twilly tips for copper and lead core. So straight up, you do not need to run twilly tips on copper or lead core. What I highly recommend is the Akuma CLR 8.6 or 8.6 rods. We got them in the shop, obviously. They're a good, cheap rod. They're not going to break the bank, but they have stainless steel eyelets. So if you're going to fish copper and lead core, especially copper, I highly recommend stainless steel eyes. If you're going to fish wire divers, I highly recommend also the Akuma Convector Pros, stainless steel eyes with a twilly tip on the end. So the pro tip of the week is really nothing more than no twilly tip needed on lead core or copper, but yes, definitely on wire diver rods. And I know that's very general, very basic, but I want to make sure that everybody understands that, okay? Because I do get a lot of questions on that, and I do like to answer people's questions. So that is your pro tip of the week. All right. Why, okay, Chris, I missed your last name though. You just asked, do you need a twilly tip on the wire diver roller rods? And the answer is no, because the wire diver roller rods will have a swivel tip normally with a roller on it, and that's what that's used for. So no, you don't need one on there. To be completely honest, I've gotten away from roller rods. I've had problems with them in the past. And I won't go into much more detail than that, but I was happy to get away from them. So the Akuma Convector Pro rods come in 9-foot and 10-foot lengths. Obviously the 10-foot is for your high diver, the low diver is your 9-footer. All right, stainless steel guides, twilly tip on the end. It comes installed on that rod, and that's $100 for those rods compared to several hundred, if not more, for a good roller rod. And there's something about the spine on those Convector Pros. It's just got a little bit beefier spine. It's a thinner rod, you know, as far as diameter, but man, does that got a really good spine on it. It really handles big fish well, especially on deep sea divers. So really good question, Chris. Thank you. What else anybody got? If nothing, we can jump out of here, or we can talk about Tom Brady again if you guys want. Did you guys see Tom Brady last week? Did you see he won the Super Bowl again? If you didn't see that, I'll let you know. Spoiler alert. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl again. 7th time. Yeah, Scott, absolutely. They do have the triangle grip on those Convector Pro rods, which I really do like. The CLR rods also have that on there. I really do like that. Tony, boo. Sorry, man. I'm not a Tom Brady fanboy in any way, but man, I gotta respect the guy. I have to. Yep, I definitely have to. So Tom Brady, again, if you're watching, congratulations, and thanks for watching the channel, buddy. Thoughts on boat traffic? I missed that. Thoughts on boat traffic around fish? I really didn't catch all that, so I couldn't really respond to that. Tony, I get it, you're a Colts guy. I know you live down that way. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Lions guy. Yeah, I mean, for me to admit that on YouTube, that's dangerous. But I'm admitting it. I've always been a Lions guy. Is there a new head for fly tying? Excuse me. Well, Purple Taco has the normal bullet heads, and they also have the bug bod heads, which is a little bit smaller. How many years can you get out of a spool of lead core before you have to change? Steve, I think that you asked that. You know, 3 seasons is about my max on that. I mean, but you got to keep an eye on it. If you look at it and it's starting to look like it needs changing, it's a good time to change it. But the way I look at leaders, for my leaders on my lead core and my copper, that's a seasonal thing. Those get changed out every year. But as far as deep sea divers, you know, the wire, lead core, copper like that, keep an eye on it. 3 years to me is the max. I know other guys do a little bit earlier than that. Some guys go a lot longer than that. But 3 years is a comfortable number for me. And like I said, though, just keep an eye on it. Excuse me. All right. Looks like we're slowing down here. Yeah, we're a half hour in, 74 people, 26 thumbs up. Scott Argesinger, thank you again for being here this Sunday. Hope to see you again next Sunday, buddy. Yeah, Scott, hope you're here next Sunday. And I hope everybody else here is back here again next Sunday also. Let's get out of here. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy your family. Go enjoy your time. Stay warm. It's cold out there. And yeah, let's hop out of here. If you got any questions that I don't get to on here, email them to me. I'm happy to get back to you. Excuse me. Just email me, christangleTackle@gmail.com. I know I miss some from time to time. I know I miss quite a few. Email me. I'm happy to answer. I'll get back to you on those. All right. Let's get out of here. Matt Presidents, thanks again. See everybody on Patreon here this week for that first giveaway. I'm going to give away one of those coho packages this week on Patreon. So if you want to follow us on there, support us on there, pledge to us on there, you'll be in the drawing. Cool? Cool. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see you.